Throwing the incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Cincinnati. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Not only was it a double move route, it was a dreaded post corner for any defensive back because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip him in time. Big play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Check back. Mike 55. No gain on this defense. No gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run, and the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every...
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. They know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, he bought as much time as he could there, but eventually his clock expired.
It certainly did, because they were bootlegging him out of the pocket, and I think he had some indecisions whether to run or throw. And that indecision, it wound up costing him in a big way.
Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, Wilson. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Throw.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Dancing to his left. Dumps it off to Mixon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink.